And this is something very different, but I thought it was worthwhile and something you sent me, and I thought definitely worth talking about. So this is a story about the CISO of SolarWinds. And the title is I Lost 25 Pounds in 20 Days, What It's Like to Be on the Front Line of a Global Cyber Attack. So Tim Brown is the person's name. He was and as far as I know, still is the CISO of SolarWinds when the breach, their big breach came to light. And this article is really pointing out the incredible stress that we in especially security leadership are put under in times of a breach. The general case of what we go through in breaches. Like, I have no hair. I have, I'm still kind of trying to get my heart back into shape after like 14 years of just constant breach hell. So I appreciate this. And I think it's something we don't talk a lot about. We certainly talk about like burnout in the context of cybersecurity. And I'm not trying to poo-poo that at all. I think that is at a different level than what we're talking about here. Like, this is an acute problem when you are in this situation. We talk about in this article, Tim Brown had a heart attack. But, I've been through a bunch. It is really hard on your body. It's hard on your mind. It's hard on your body. I think it's important for us to appreciate this. And broadly speaking, when we and our teams go through a breach, we all want to be heroes, and there's an expectation that we're, by our businesses, that we are going to do what's required. But the reality is, like, we're humans. Like, we can't work for weeks on end without breaks. And especially in like emotionally and intellectually constantly taxing jobs.
Yeah, other industries have figured out that there is a value diminishing returns for how long you push somebody. Fatigue is a real problem, and it erodes performance and mental faculties and capabilities, which is dangerous, obviously. I don't think we as an industry have much sympathy for that. I think executives expect, like you said, 24/7 work until the problem's solved, which it's not productive, but it is the just do something until it's fixed. We have no choice mentality of executives in many of these cases. And I think it comes from being inexperienced and naive about the actual effects, because most companies don't have a major breach very often. And there's a bit of panic there, and there's a bit of whatever it takes. And I think it can absolutely burn staff to the ground who may already feel demoralized because maybe they were trying to avoid this and they weren't listened to begin with. And now they've got to clean up the mess because leadership wouldn't listen to them.